lobbying movement, Michael Chertoff and associates, to handle his transition and to handle his staffing. He brought in all kinds of neoconitizers, the worst of the PNAC groups, Project for the New American Century. And that's why Mitt Romney has the worst foreign policy record or platform, even worse than Obama, in terms of projecting the globalist New World Order, continued intervention in the Middle East. But it's important to recognize that there's a difference between a controlled person like Newt Gingrich and Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney is a conservative Mormon, and Mormons have a particular political problem, and that is that because of their persecution background, they often feel like they want the world to accept them as the mild-mannered, easygoing Christians that they are, and overcome this persecution process ever since the days of polygamy, which they gave up in the late 19th century. They've been trying to get back into the mainstream. And this is a problem, especially for Mormon constitutional conservatives, because the Mormon doctrine and religion has a great deal of doctrine and topics about the fact that the Constitution is inspired, and even better, in their Book of Mormon scripture, they have many statements from their early American prophets warning America about this conspiracy that they saw taking over the American government. So Mitt Romney should know about conspiracy, should be a believer in conspiracy. But basically, he's part of that clique of people who are praised because they make it in the world. And they feel like they're on a mission to save and bring their church out of obscurity, to bring their state out of obscurity and gain recognition of the world by kowtowing to the establishment, by impressing the establishment. That's what happened to ex-Governor Mike Leavitt, who got into one of the cabinet positions with Bush. It's what happened to Governor Huntsman, who actually did join the New World Order. You can't get to be an ambassador to China unless you are part of the system, because that's one of the most key ambassadorships in terms of managing, both the Chinese rise to power, which the globalists support, creating the best enemies that money can buy. And then, of course, you have Scowcroft, Brent Scowcroft, who's a Mormon, and Harry Reid. Now, these are a little different in the sense that these have never been active Mormons. They're really not believers. They only became active after the church showered them with affection because they were, or appreciation, and let them give speeches at Brigham Young University.